Do you ever wonder what exact Cricut product you should be using for your craft project? Well, in today's video, I'm going to teach you everything you should use or should buy instead of that. We are going to compare some of the most popular products, and we're going to share with you guys exactly what we use so that you don't have to worry about which one to buy or which one to pull from in your craft room. If you're excited for today's video, be sure to hit the subscribe button. We are so excited to share with you this video, and let's go ahead and jump right into it. If you're ever struggling to weed your vinyl and you're doing a really complex design and you're pulling out your regular weeding tool, guess which one we want you to pull out instead? We want you to pull out your pin weeding tool from 143 Vinyl. This right here is a game changer for weeding your vinyl. Right here, it has a very small tip. It has this beautiful needle point tip that is going to help you weed your project with ease. I absolutely love this pin weeding tool. And it's not to say that I don't love a traditional weeding tool, but when you're getting in there for those intricate projects that you're wanting to make sure you weed efficiently and effectively, you need to be pulling out your pin tool rather than a traditional weeding tool. If you're looking for the perfect way to sandwich both of these tools up, I like to use a traditional weeding tool to weed all the outside edges and then just get it started, peel it up, and then when you're going in for the inner pieces, I pull out the pin tool. So if you have both, that's the way to use both. But if you have not used a pin tool, once you get used to it, it'll change your life and you'll absolutely love it. How many times have you been using a regular X-Acto knife for your Cricut projects? Well, my friends, I want you to put that away because the first time that you use a Cricut True Control knife, guess what? You will be totally converted and only want to use your True Control knife. This is the best thing that Cricut has ever invented, in my opinion, that more people need to be aware of. Their technology and the way that they have set this X-Acto knife or True Control knife, excuse me, up is amazing. Number one, it has a mechanism where this will never roll off your table. Do you know how many times a traditional X-Acto knife has rolled right off my craft table? It's very frustrating. So they've added a few of these little notches so that it truthfully cannot roll, which I love. Number two, it has a perfect grip in your hand, which will help you time and time again with your cricketing and crafting. Lastly, I am really excited to talk about their mechanisms that they have to unlock and to lock the blade in place, and the technology that they have to be able to replace the blade without ever touching it. Like, why has this not been invented sooner? So if you do not use a True Control knife, it is super sharp. It'll help you with all your projects. And for me, I save a lot more material because after I cut it on my mat, I use the True Control knife to cut it out, save my excess, and then only have to weed a small area. So if you're traditionally using a X-Acto knife, put that away and buy a True Control knife instead. Next up, if you've ever used a Cricut paper trimmer, you guys know those are very inaccurate. Even when I'm being very careful and I'm trying to make sure that I cut it perfectly straight, for some reason I look at my paper and it's totally warped and it's not perfectly straight. So what I want you to do instead is invest in a Fiskars paper trimmer. And this is one of those instances that the more expensive option is definitely going to give you better cut quality. So spend some good money if you're a paper crafter and you want to make really awesome cards and do really awesome paper projects. Invest in a paper trimmer that you love. I absolutely love my Fiskars paper trimmer. And again, you're going to get amazing quality. You're going to get amazing results with this Fiskars paper trimmer right here. So definitely check it out if you are tired of using a low quality paper trimmer and you're ready to step up your game. How many of us, as soon as we saw Cricut release a mug press, we jumped on it, we bought it, we fell in love with it? Well, let me tell you the number one thing that I fell in love with way more than my mug press, and it might surprise you. It's my convection oven. This right here is from Walmart. It's less than $100, and guess what? It has changed the game for me when I am using any type of sublimation project, infusible ink, anything of the sorts. I love my convection oven. You can make up to 3 different tumblers at one time. This is a game changer. I love being able to turn it on, set my temperature, set my time, put it in, walk away and forget about it, and then walk back and take it out. It is perfect. And the cool part is it will save you so much time than using the Cricut mug press. I was finding for more complex items like a tumbler, I was having to take it, stuff it with a cardboard, then rotate it, press again, flip it, press, rotate, and flip again, right? It was taking like almost 10 minutes for one. You could do this so much quicker and so much easier. How many of us last summer fell in love with the idea of having an auto heat press? If you're someone that struggled with dealing with heavy heat presses, applying the pressure, you know the struggle. Well, what I want to offer you today is instead of having to go out and spend upwards of $1,000 on a Cricut auto press, what if you picked up this one right here? This right here is an auto press from HTV Ront, and we have been very impressed with it. Coming in at almost 1/4 of the price, this tray right here is very nice to use. Now I will tell you, as much as we recommend this for the price, the quality, the auto press ability, and so much more, the only thing we're not a big fan of is how the tray only comes out to here. I wish the tray either came out a hair more or that the heat plate was a little higher so that we didn't have to risk getting up close to the heat plate. But again, if you're looking for an affordable auto press to add to your crafting, to help you with sublimation, to help you with any arthritis or any ability like that, this is something you should definitely consider over a traditional auto press from Cricut to save you the money and the time. If you're anything like me, you want to be able to save the most money, and for me, finding the best Cricut mat is very important because I want to have the best ability to peel my material up, reuse that mat over and over again, and guess what? We have the Cricut mat alternative that you need to check out, and this has been my tried and true now going on, I think, almost 4 years, and that is the Cricut mats. They have been so faithful to me, y'all, and we've tested all of the Cricut mat alternatives. The black ones, the purple ones, the green ones, the blue ones. We've tested all the different brands on Amazon, and boy, oh boy, have they made a lot of them. But the one you need to stick with, like we have, is the Cricut mats right here. They look very similar to Cricut mats, and in the beginning, I believe they started using like very close to the Cricut formula, and I actually prefer their formula over a Cricut mat formula, which has been super awesome. And the cool thing of why you should choose them over Cricut mats is, guess what? They have everyday low prices. So a lot of people comment, Tanner, I just stock up on Cricut mats when they go on sale. You are welcome to do that because the price is like within pennies of each other, or you could just buy Cricut mats and order them whenever you want because they always have a great deal, a great low price every single day, and I really like the consistency of the Cricut mat quality and the price. Next up, you need to cancel your Cricut Access because guess what you need? You need the Makers Gonna Learn membership. That is our proven program to teach you how to truly master your Cricut machine from people like real life crafters to help you really understand your machine to the best of your ability. The cool thing in our membership is we offer you a community, we offer you thousands upon thousands, over 10,000 plus cut files, over 1,000 different fonts, so many classes you can take on demand just like Netflix, and every single month we have new trainings, programming, and so much more inside of the membership. So if you are struggling to master your Cricut, if you're looking for a crafting community and you're wanting to have the best trendy files, definitely consider upgrading to Makers Gonna Learn today so that you can have access to everything we teach. And the cool thing is, any of the files we use on our YouTube channel, guess what? You get inside of the membership included today. When you're using sublimation projects and you need heat-resistant tape or you're using infusible ink, I use so much of our amazing heat-resistant tape. But did you know that you could try out this spray right here? And this spray is perfect for adhering your sublimation projects. You literally give it a spray very lightly, apply it onto your project, and the residue is gone by the time you heat it up, which is mind-blowing. So if you're someone that is like, I need to stop using all of this heat-resistant tape, I never can stop putting tape onto my design, that's me. I want you to try out this spray right here because chances are the spray will be faster, it'll be easier, and probably more affordable than the amount of tape that I would use on a project, because I can never stop putting on pieces of tape until it's like all covered and I'm like, wow, I've used $2 worth of the tape, right? That's how I feel. So definitely check out this spray right here. We'll have it linked down below, as we have all of our amazing items linked down below, but this one is something more that you probably haven't heard of that you'll be really impressed with once you start using it. If you're looking for a cardstock company that you absolutely can fall in love with, that will be consistent for you and have amazing selection, Celebration Warehouse is the place to be. I'm so thankful for Ashley and her husband to run this amazing company and source us the best quality cardstock in the game. I've been loving it and I know you will too. So definitely check them out at the link down below. How many of us have a Cricut Easy Press that we love, but sometimes we're not able to use it as efficiently or as effectively, and we need to get in to all the nooks and crannies? Well, that's why Cricut developed this Cricut Mini Press. And at first I thought it was ridiculous, but the more time I used it, holy cow. I've stopped using every other heat press. I've stopped using any other Easy Press. This is my tried and true. I don't care if I'm making a shirt that is big and wide. I don't care how large. This mini Easy Press has such consistent heat, so good, that I don't have to use anything else. So if you haven't picked up a mini Easy Press, I highly recommend you to pick one up today for the sole purpose of being able to use heat transfer vinyl on wood. This has changed the game for me when I'm using heat transfer vinyl on wood, and I know it'll change it for you too, but I know you'll love it for every single project you have in store. Put away the other Easy Presses you have and pick up the mini Easy Press today, and for less than $50, it's a no-brainer to add to your craft stash. When you think of super glue, you think of industrial glue, a lot of times the first thing that comes to mind is E6000. And this right here, it is really good for thicker things that you're trying to fuse together or anything of the sorts. But let me tell you my favorite alternative for industrial glue or super glue alternatives altogether, and that right here is the DAP Rapid Fuse Glue. I have never in my entire life seen something that has worked this quickly. 20 seconds or less holding something together. This right here is very different than DAP 2. It's a liquid and it's not near as thick, but it sets so quickly. I really want you to consider using Rapid Fuse over super glue or E6000 or anything like that, because once you use this one time, you'll fall in love with it just like I did, and I've been using it now, I think going on 7 years, and it has been tried and true in my craft room, in my home, and I absolutely love it. So I want you to let me know in the comments right now, what is the #1 thing that you're most interested in switching to, or the #1 thing that you are using that you agree with? Let's have a conversation down below. I want to read your comments. I'll respond personally, and I can't wait to hear from you. If you're new around here, I want to invite you to take my Cricut Confidence Crash Course. It is a free workshop that is available to you. All you have to do is sign up. It's completely free. It's an hour of goodness, and it'll help you master your Cricut machine. I'll have that linked right down below. And if you're super excited, be sure to hit the subscribe button to get notifications for all of our latest videos. We cannot wait for you guys to see the next video that we have to post. But until then, I want you to check out this video right here. This video is going to help you master your Cricut to the next level, make amazing projects, and have success like a pro crafter. If that interests you, click over here, and we can't wait to see you in the next video, my friends. Bye!